Welcome back. We are moving on to another extremely exciting session around voice. You guessed it. This morning is more or less focused on voice and how we can develop our voice to create. To build confidence and to excite our audience. So I have Danja Bauer here with me, who is joining us from Vienna, right? Danja, you're currently in Vienna. So Danja has more than 27 years of stage experience, and she's been working with executives and business people to make them use their voice in a more powerful and confident manner. She combined her passion of singing with something practical, as her parents told her back in the day. And that's something that I sort of also did because I also have some background in singing. So that's how we have something in common, Danja. Hi, very nice to see you with us. We are super excited to hear what you have prepared for us today.
Thank you very much, Eva, for your wonderful introduction.
Now it's on to you.
Imagine you are sitting next to me in a conference room with hundreds of other people. In front of us, a presenter wearing a gray suit. His slides overload with facts, figures, graphs. And his voice, this sounds like he is taking sleeping pills. The room smells like immense boredom. I am thinking, why can't he speak like music? Music is far away from boring. It's fascinating, it's emotional, it's exciting. It's not what we say, it's how we say something that makes the difference. And let me just state a quote from Friedrich Nietzsche. The most understandable aspect of language is not the word itself, but sound, volume, modulation, tempo applied to the words. Shortly, the music behind the words, the passion behind the music, the person behind this passion, all that which cannot be written. If you want to be simply the best presenter and rock the stage, speak like music. Because with your voice, you can create Beethoven and Mozart in the listener's ears. And then you fascinate and convince. So I'm very happy to be with you here today. As a singer, speaker, I know a lot about the power of voice. And I'm going to share with you today 3 magical elements of the world of music and singers so that you can leave a bigger impact when you are presenting. But before we dive into the 3 magical elements, I'm going to share with you a very dull presenter. Listen to him and also see what the audience is feeling.
In 1930, the Republican-controlled House of Representatives, in effort to alleviate the effects of the the Great Depression, passed the tariff bill, the Hawley-Smoot Tariff Act, which raised tariffs in an effort to collect more revenue for the federal government. Did it work? Anyone? Anyone know the effects? It did not work, and the United States sank deeper into the Great Depression. Today, we have a similar debate over this. Anyone know what this is, class? Anyone? Anyone? Anyone seen this before? The Laffer curve. Anyone know what this says? It says that at this point on the revenue curve, you will get exactly the same amount of revenue as at this point. This is very controversial. Does anyone know what Vice President Bush called this in 1980? Anyone? something DOO economics. Do economic.
Wow. How does this voice sound to you? I mean, he's nearly staying always at the same pitch. This is far too monotonous. And did you see what happened with the audience? They were really tired and they didn't get his message. So if you really want to convince and fascinate with your voice, you need to add more melody. Speak with melody. This means a variation of pitches. You've certainly heard before that if you want to be perceived as an expert, you should speak with a lower voice. Yes, many studies show this. Yeah, you have to sound confident and authoritative, and this is with a lower voice, no doubt. And there are some exercises how you can achieve a low but also very relaxed voice, even when you are speaking very high. But I don't want to cover this today because we do not have so much time, but I'm going to share a gift with you at the end and you will find out more there. Okay, the sound of confidence is a deeper voice, no doubt, but you do not want to stay the whole time in this basement, in the low pitches, because then you sound like this teacher. If you want to sound more interesting and really engage your audience the whole time, you need to speak with more melody. Yeah, you raise the pitches from time to time. You don't want to start like this. Hello, everybody. What a great introduction. Like you're always hitting the same note on a piano. No, you want to sound like this. Hello, everybody. What a great introduction. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. So really play with me. The good thing is nobody sees you, nobody hears you, but you can play and experiment with your voice as well, okay? So, hello everybody. What a great introduction. Sounds more enthusiastic. It shows more passion. You don't sound boring with melody. Another thing, if you always stay on the same pitch level, you don't show your audience what's important in your sentences. You need to emphasize certain kind of words by raising your pitch. Let's take a simple sentence like, I want to do business with you. This sounds dull and boring. Yeah, it's in a lower pitch level, but it sounds boring. I want to do business with you. But see and hear what happens when I raise the pitch with the word I show you and you also can repeat it with me, okay? I want to do business with you. Repeat it with me. I want to do business with you. Not Peter, not Sally wants to do business with you. I want to do business with you. Okay, now let's accentuate the word business. I want to do business with you. I don't want to go with you to the restaurant. I just want to do business with you. Yeah? You see what happens when you emphasize a certain word, then it becomes a totally different meaning. So you need to add melody if you want to sound more engaging and also be more comprehensive. Now let's roll the drums for the second musical element. With that you can fascinate and convince. And this is vary your tempo. How do you speak? Do you speak slowly or too fast? Just let us know in the chat. Write it down. Many clients are coming to me and they want to work on their tempo. I have more fast speakers than slow speakers, actually. Yeah? And this is something tricky to work on because your tempo also shows your personality or in which state you are right at the moment. So there are, for example, slow speakers. They always stay at this pace. And they are very relaxed persons. They do not want to rush. But when you continue speaking like this, your audience gets tired. And also there are fast speakers. They walk fast, they talk fast, they eat fast, everything is fast. And wow, they are so excited. But your audience doesn't get your message either because you don't leave them time. So don't stay always at the same pace level. But what you do want is vary your tempo, like a good band does. When I play with my wedding band, we play sometimes pop ballads, so people are in love and are relaxed. Then we play boogies and rock and roll, so people get moving. And then we drive the people because we play David Guetta, electronic music, and people are getting wild. This is the variation of tempo. And this is what you can do as well with your voice. So when do you want to speak slowly, and when do you want to speak fast? Let me show you. You want to speak slowly when you want to present complex information or something important in your speech. For example, you do not want to rush like this. So in this speech, you discover three musical elements. First, you speak with melody. Second, you vary your tempo. And third, you will discover very soon. This is too fast. Here, slow down when it's important. For example, you can speak like this. Today, you discover three musical elements: your melody, your variation of tempo, and the third one you will discover in a minute. You see, I slow down. I also elongate some vowels. I don't say moon, I say moon. I also add a little bit of melody so it sounds more engaging. And I also play the sound of silence. You want to speak faster, of course, when you want to drive your people. You don't say, hello, everybody, how are you? Too slow. No, you say, hello, everybody, how are you? Then it sounds more enthusiastic and inspirational. And you want to play also the sound of silence. Because there you get the most attention. You see, you need to vary your pace to sound more fascinating and convincing. Well, now let's dive into the third and last musical element. And this is speak with dynamic. What is dynamic? It's the variation of your volume. Sometimes you speak softly. And the other time, you speak with more volume. There exists a great song. It's my favorite song. It's called Music from John Miles. Who of you knows this song? It's so great. It starts very gentle with piano music. Yeah? And then other instruments are coming around, and it's getting, of course, louder, and then in the middle it starts getting quieter as well. And then at the end there is a firework and an orchestra of different kind of music instruments, and it really is bombastic at the end. And this is what you can do with your voice as well. So when do you want to speak softly and when with more volume? Don't speak too softly, like Marilyn Monroe. It might sound sexy, but also very insecure and shy. And people don't understand you, what you're saying. They say, please, I don't understand you. Can you repeat it? No, this is not the sound for your presentation. But sometimes you want to add a little bit of air, yeah? When you want to sound, for example, empathetic, compassionate. For example, I understand you. I hear you. Yes, I'm here for you. You don't say, I'm here for you. I understand you. This is too harsh. Then also add a little bit of softness when you want to sound like a mysterious storyteller. Once upon a time. Or let's reflect. So when you go into the past or into another world, you want to have this soft voice as well. And then, of course, the sound of confidence is a little bit louder voice, of course. And there are many exercises you can do to sound more powerful. I'm going to share with you this at the end with my gift. So we don't cover this because we don't have so much time. But of course, you want to sound more confident and clear when you present facts, figures, information. Yeah. And there also exists a very dominant voice, very loud. Yeah. You don't want to speak all the time with this, although there are people who speak with such a kind of voice the whole time. No, but you don't want to do this because it's too edgy. It doesn't sound nice. Yeah, but you want to produce such kind of sound when you, for example, set boundaries. Up to here and no further. This is a dominant voice. And then the perfect voice is a voice with volume, but also a friendly voice. And which ingredient do you want to add that you sound also friendly? We heard it already today. Melody. So if you combine volume and melody, you sound energetic, you sound confident and also friendly, vibrant and happy. This is the sound which really engages your audience the whole time, the perfect voice, but also make a variation. Yeah, dynamic. Okay, this is now the final countdown. Today you discovered 3 elements from the world of music and the world of singers that you can also create with your voice. And this is melody. It is also the variation of tempo and the dynamics, the variation of your volume. Without speaking like music, you will sound like this teacher before. Boring, you don't show what's important, and your presentation will fail. But of course, we learn a lot at this conference today. But if you really want to step up, you also need to set action. That's why I've created something for you. You see now a code here. Here you get my gift. 3 powerful voice tools, how you can sound more convincing and fascinating. The first one is a powerful tool, how you can find out how others perceive your voice. Second, you will get a 5 minutes vocal warm up before you go into your presentation. And you will find out more about how you can speak like music. Just scan this code, or you can also go directly onto the website danjabauer.com/voice. So I want you to have a voice people can't get enough of listen to. I want you to speak like music and rock the stage. I want you to be simply the best, better than all the rest, better than anyone I've ever met. You're simply the best. Back to you, Eva.
Thank you so much, Danya. Yes, this was a surprise, and I knew that the presentation, if I can call it a presentation or I can call it a performance, was over. So thank you so much for this very insightful session on how to use the power of our voice. Unfortunately, we don't have time for many questions, but I would like to ask one which was here in the Q&A section. So great ideas, but do you have any practice tips, especially for those who are a bit more introverted? Because a lot of people are, saying, okay, you are a bit more extroverted, that's why you sound great. But if you are a bit more introverted, what you can say for those who are more introverted and still want to be powerful with their voice?
Yes. So thank you very much for this question. I am currently the president of Toastmasters International, and this is an international public speaking association. So if you want to step up on a stage, this is the perfect place where you can try out, because it's really a friendly atmosphere. So just jump over your shadow, and if you are shy, you have something to say. You have so much knowledge and wisdom inside, and you can change the world. And this is with speaking in the public. So really try it out. Go to, for example, to Toastmasters International, where you can practice your speech. And of course, you will be nervous. And what I can recommend you is work with your breath. It slows you down. Actually, I was excited as well. Yeah, I was nervous. I'm not shy, but I'm nervous. But then I breathe very much and very often before I go into a presentation. Belly breathing, you will find out more in my my powerful tools. But this gives you more confidence. But really, you have something to say. Step up on the stage and spread your message. Try it out. There are so many people who say they are shy, but once they are on stage, they feel this excitement. The more often you practice and go onto the stage, the more you lose your shyness and you become strong and confident.
Awesome. Thank you so much. This was very insightful, and I already saw in most of the comments how much people loved your session. So Danya, hopefully you'll be able to stay a bit on the platform and people can connect with you. Also, thank you for giving away gifts and practical tips and exercises for how we can use our voice to be more powerful and be more confident on stage. Thank you so much for being with us.